Nice to see you. So, okay. Oh, yeah, I will. Yeah, I mean, I should probably do that as well, because I think we've got more than maybe mainly food.
Okay, I could ask you to take your seats. Start in 30 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today, and thanks to everyone online as well. For those of you who don't know me, my name is George Elliott. I'm the business engagement lead here at the Castle. So if you're looking to find out a little bit more about what we do at the Castle and potentially the support we offer, then by all means grab me after. I'll be happy to have a chat. I'll jump straight in. Today our keynote is Gemma Wilson, who joins us from UK Space.
Hi, thanks, George. Hi, everyone. So in case you don't know my name, was up there. I've got 3 badges with my name as well, so you can't forget. So I'm here to talk about 3 things, which is why I've got the keynote. Okay, so I'm just being greedy and sorry about that. But so first of all, from UK Space, so we are the trade association, and we do lots of exciting things, but some of the main areas we look at is connecting, coordinating, championing, and creating. So I was going to ask people to put their hand up who's a member, but I probably should know that. So maybe I thought, who isn't a member of UK Space? Oh, that's okay. I'll come and see you afterwards. So one of the really important things that we do is we are the voice of industry into government. So it's really important to us that we understand the fantastic capabilities that your organisations do and the services that you offer, and we make sure that people really understand the value of space. We have a series of fantastic committees that we run, and this is really our kind of remit into how we kind of communicate and how we understand what's happening and how we can make sure that we're putting the right information across and kind of really, like I said, championing what you're doing. So the other thing we get involved in is we don't actually run events, but we support events. And so I'm going to move on to the next slide. Thank you very much. Because we are, UK Space are supporting a supply chain engagement meet the buyer event. And one of our buyers I can see is in the room, is Atco over there. So hi, Sam. And this is really an opportunity for suppliers and buyers to meet, to engage, to spark up collaboration, to find new opportunities. We're holding it at Space Park Leicester. UK Space are running this with Midland Space Cluster and a group of other really exciting companies below. Why are we all doing this on top of our day jobs? Because we love space and we love connecting companies, but also because it's part of this really brilliant programme from Airbus called CUSP, Community for Space Prosperity. And again, this is all about connecting up SMEs, giving them access to opportunities. So this moves really nicely on to Airbus's launchpad. So Vanessa was going to be here to speak about this, but unfortunately she can't. And again, this has come about through the SCIF funding from UK Space Agency. So thanks very much to agency for that from Airbus. But it's really an opportunity to announce this exciting launchpad where SMEs can get access to labs in robotics. There's a digital defence lab, there's AR, VR, loads of different areas. You can kind of join it for 6 months or shorter. There's lots of different opportunities, all about engagement. There is an expression of interest which does close today. Hopefully that is that QR code works. If it doesn't, please get in touch or connect with Vanessa, or I can put you in touch with her. But it's just really to highlight that this exciting collaborative innovation space is in Stevenage, and one of the many things that are happening around the UK. So if anyone has any questions, please come and speak to me afterwards about this, about the Meet the Buyer event, about UK Space, or anything else really, about the lovely cakes that are on offer. So thanks very much, and I will hand on back to George. Thank you.
Brilliant. So next up, we have Mike Allison from Safe Autonomy. Sorry, not Mike, just thinking something. Sorry. Yeah, that should work when people. Yeah, because something that's wrong, so. Okay. Fine, it's also speakers, I think it's.
That's fine.
Sure.
Can everyone hear me? Good, thanks. Thank you for having us. I'm Mike Allison, I'm newly promoted Director of Operations at Safe Autonomy. I have been involved in the trials and operations now since February, since joining the company. What are we? We're developing a runtime assurance module for autonomous vehicles. So UAS, UGVs, USVs, and hopefully in the future, satellites for RPO style work. How are we doing that? We're part of the ESA BIC project as well, and we are about to use the Drone Test and Development Centre, great facility up the road here, and we're demonstrating, obviously on Earth in a controlled environment, using very small drones, how we can affect autonomous operations using our runtime assurance method, our system that we have, to create the environment, create the boundaries and the restrictions for the environment that the drones are operating in, or in the future satellites, and how we can get that to work autonomously using reinforced learning as well. That's about a minute, I think.
Brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. Awesome. I'll speak up. Next up, we have Marine Collins from here. It's not working? Good.
Hello, everyone.
No worries.
My name's Lauren. I am Business Development Manager at HEO UK. We are across Australia, the US here, and Japan. And what is HEO? Quickfire. We are a non-Earth imaging and insight services company. So we have access to 40 plus sensors in low Earth orbit and image interesting targets every day, 24/7. So this is an example of a visual of how we do this, and then we extract insights that are pretty interesting to our customers. A few things we've been working on at the moment. NEI at scale, increasing the number of sensors we have access to, improving our coverage, and as a result, our resolution. NEI cameras, so we build these in Australia. We have two, the Holmes Mark II and the Adler Mark II cameras, and they are NEI enablement hardware. So we can provide you with that hardware to do SSA, SDA yourselves with our expertise. And lastly, some of our more R&D scopes around 3D modeling and simulations. So we support partners for active debris removal, de-risking, re-entry work, and we can do attitude and tumble rate as well through some of the tools. And we've got Jack and Hannah here from HEO2 who are more the technical experts. So if any of these ring a bell, if you're in the SSA, SDA space, come chat to us after. Thanks.
Next up, we have Debbie Sonko, who hasn't come too far. Satellite Application Catapult.
Thank you. Hello, so I'm here today to talk about the Facilities for Academia Fund. This fund, there's a QR code over there, please do scan it if you're interested. Basically, we're offering funding to access our facilities to help academia and academics to kind of get their first foot through the door. This piece of funding is essentially a pilot funding scheme this year. We are basically all of our facilities are open for funding. So our ISAM yard, some of our other pieces of equipment and labs, our clean rooms. If anybody has any requirements, do either come and talk to me today, do pass our information on to any of the academics that are working with you or any of the research partners that you're working with. And it's a really simple, easy form to fill in, complete, and hopefully you'll get some funding from us. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Next up is the first of our online speakers, James Bennett from the STEM Hub. James, are you online with us?
Yeah, you should be able to hear me.
Yep, we can. Over to you.
Thanks so much. So my name's James Bennett and I work at the STEM Hub based at Canterbury Christchurch University. And I just want to explore how we've been actually trying to inspire the next generation and a big call out to yourselves to help us raise and reach more young people. So at STEM Hub, our mission is to inspire the next generation to dream big and explore exciting careers in STEM. So as we know, Space Week, what happened last couple of weeks, we teamed up with some amazing STEM ambassadors to share their passion and experience with young people. So during the week, we actually did 5 live talks. And as you'll see on the map, we actually reached over 63,000 young people all across the whole UK, helping them to think that actually sea space isn't just out there, and it's a world of opportunity for them to think about what other amazing things they could do in their future career. Also, we need your help to help actually ignite curiosity and inspire more young people across the whole UK. And actually, how can you help? Is actually just maybe volunteering a couple of hours each year, and you actually can make a real difference, whether that's visiting a local school, engaging with non-school groups, or taking part maybe in a community event. Your involvement actually will help to create a lasting impact. From this, we actually work with over 28,000 STEM ambassadors across the UK who've actually joined us on this mission to always looking for more passionate volunteers, especially those from yourselves in the space sector. It's amazing when education and industry do come together because it actually helps to create curiosity, imagination is sparked, and the next generation of innovators start to believe and enable young people to think, actually, that could be me. You've got some links on the slide. Happy to have a conversation offline, and just hope you might think about helping inspire the next generation.
Thanks very much, James. Staying online with Stephen Strine from UK Space Agency. Are you with us, Stephen?
Yep, I'm here.
Over to you.
Thanks. So it's just a very quick plug for a program we've got running this year. We ran it last year; it was very successful, so we've carried on, and that is funding for Cyber Essentials certification. So this is aimed at small or startup companies who don't have a cybersecurity certification. We will pay for an assessment from an independent assessor, and they will help you get through the certification program to get your Cyber Essentials Plus certification. Little plug for that is that all government contracts require companies to have Cyber Essentials Plus certification. So if you're thinking about getting into government work at any point, then it's very beneficial for that. In addition to that, we also have a call-off contract with a company where we can help you with cybersecurity advice, guidance, assessments, or anything like that. So if you have any cyber issues for your company, then you can get in touch and we can help you out by giving you some free consultancy services through our supplier. So our contacts are at the bottom. The email address comes straight through to my team. So if you're interested, just drop us a line. That's it for me.
Great, thank you very much, Stephen. Next up, we have Neil Hamilton from U-Box. Over to you, Stephen, if you're online.
Hi, you can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. So you can build the slide, saving some time. So what you see on screen is a horror of the modern world, which is some flowers being ruined by an autonomous mower. And so effectively, our company, U-Blocks, of which I'm heading up growth, is providing newer modern technology for enabling UGVs, UAVs to autonomously navigate. Obviously, what we see on the right-hand side of this slide is demonstrating that when the satellite signals come down from space to enable triangulation of your position, you'll be 2 to 5 meters adrift. So now when we start working with everything that's flying or on the ground that needs to accurately know where it is within a few centimeters, you need to correct these errors from space. And that's effectively what we're doing. We're providing technology, so hardware, and the corrections that are beamed across the Earth's surface to enable very precise navigation, which is essential for lots of the new economies that are growing. So we're keen to learn more about those companies in the UK who are working on such projects. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Neil. And bringing it back into the room, we have Steve Spittle, who's also from the Satellite Applications Catapult.
Yeah, I didn't need to come far, do I need to? Hey everyone, really good to see you all. I've just got 60 seconds to tell you about the Geo AI Festival. So every climate challenge that we have today has some level of spatial component to it. We need to understand what, where, and why that's happening. And this is exactly where this festival is coming into play, where we're bringing businesses, individuals, researchers together alongside Earth observation and AI to try and create solutions that's going to address climate challenges. And in particular, the climate challenges that we're looking at is resilient agriculture. We're looking at planning, particularly around land, ocean climate, and then also nature-based solutions. The deadline to apply to this is on the 9th of November, so I think that's in 4 or 5 days, so quite quick. But if you have any questions, then let me know. It's a 6-month initiative. There's a hackathon that happens, a 3-day one within January. There's up to 5 winners. Each one of those winners will get £80,000 worth of credits that will then go towards the space commercialization engine, which is where we will then help you take your products from something that is maybe prototype to then is market ready and can go to authorization. So if you have any questions, please let us know. This is a really exciting initiative, and it's a real opportunity for companies to get access to cash to turn those ideas into real world solutions.
Great. Thank you very much, Steve. Next up, we have Chris Bronskill from Momentum.
Cheers. Everyone, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak today. I'm relatively new to the company, so I've got a crib sheet, if you excuse me. So who's Momentum? We are a global leader in advanced engineering and innovative technologies. We cover environmental sustainability, energy, defense, and space. We have about 53,000 employees across 80 countries. We're a big company. We do a lot of different things. Those individuals provide deep expertise in full engineering life cycles, from design, integration, operations, and decommissioning as well. Here in Harwell, we have a particular speciality in radiation testing. Also, we've been involved in some ISAM test equipment development as well. These are areas that we're very interested in doing more work in. We have expertise in mechanical design, fatigue analysis, and modeling as well. More generally, we provide support around launch site management, nuclear safety cases. We have geospatial, geoscience expertise, robotic systems engineering, mechanical design, material and failure analysis, and data resilience and cybersecurity. But just to draw out a few interesting areas, we are a partner on the STFC FELAB program. So if you need support with test support services there, then I encourage you to either look at applying or speak to me about how you can work with us on that. As I say, we've got a vested interest in the ISAM yard at Westcott, having developed the gravity offset rig, and looking at ways in which we can support other companies in that test and validation area. We've been involved in the UK launch site integration and operations, and a growing interest in space nuclear technologies for power, new novel power systems, and reactor technology as well. That's the brain dump. Hopefully it's given something for everyone. I'm here to meet people, so please come and give me a shout. If there's anything here that seems of interest, I'll be very happy to talk in a bit more depth about the sort of things we can do. Thank you.
Next up, we have Rob Brennan-Craddock of Lumino Technologies.
Thanks, George. So I'm Rob Brennan-Craddock from Lumino Tech. Lumino was founded last year with the mission for developing optical and quantum technologies, mainly in the application of space-to-ground comms. So optical comms is really going to transform how data flows between satellites and ground, both how and what data. But there's a lot of challenges to be solved along the way. Atmospheric turbulence and even just clouds are a big part of that. And maybe the next time I can talk a bit more about how we're going to solve that problem. But for today, I'll just introduce a couple of the projects that we're working on. So the first one is QNet EPF. We're developing an entangled photon source, which will be able to deliver quantum bits for well, all kinds of applications, which I won't go into now, but with a class-leading performance. That's being developed at our optics lab at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh. And then KinSim, which is a quantum information network simulator. We're collaborating with Heriot-Watt University again to develop a software tool for use by ESA and the wider community to help model, simulate and optimize future quantum networks. So we're looking for any kind of collaborators. So whether you're in photonics or satellite payloads or quantum tech, you know, come and talk to me afterwards. Thank you.
And last, but certainly not least, we're heading back online with Cyril Combo, who joins us from NDK Europe. Cyril, are you online? Are you with us, Cyril? Seems like Cyril may not be online. Okay. In that case, we may move on. I'll give him a few more seconds. Okay, I'll move on.
Okay, George, hello.
We're back.
Okay,
Cyril.
okay, yeah. Sorry, George, I was on mute. Sorry for that. Hello, thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Cyril Combo. I handle NDK Europe French office and support space topics for Europe area. We are sales organization of NDK, Nihon Denpa Kogyo, unique supplier in Japan of JAXA since 30 years, of crystal resonators and oscillators. We also supply the worldwide best ever quartz material for optics and oscillators, which withstands radiations and high power lasers, for example. As you can see, NDK quartz purity level is more than 150 times better than swept quartz required by space industry, which is really amazing. We also supply the top QCM. QCM stands for the quartz crystal microbalance to monitor outgassing of materials in space or vacuum or study materials in labs, you know. It provides best measurements, top accuracy by unique NDK twin QCM system, and also helping to recognize the spaces. Unique easy change of crystal sensors allows to save running costs. It also exists in flight versions like for Moon, Mars missions, etc. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, George.
Thank you very much, Cyril. Thank you to all of our speakers who have joined us in person and online as well. Yeah, a few things to shout out before I let you get back to sort of discussing and teasing cakes and coffee. Our next Satuccino is going to be on Wednesday, the 3rd of December. It's going to be hosted and sort of covered by our Sustainable Earth mission. So Steve's team. And that's going to be sort of looking back on the outcomes of COP30, which is happening this month. We've also got a flurry of events coming up as well. First of all, SpaceCom Scotland, so that's on the 4th to the 5th of December at SEC Glasgow. So it's a leading event uniting government, industry and academia across global sectors to foster collaboration, market access and growth in areas like launch, regulation and data-driven services. Oh, too fast. We also have Train Communication Systems Conference, which is 19th to the 20th of November. That's going to be at Royal Horse Guards Hotel in London. And that's convening rail operators, infrastructure managers, suppliers, and connectivity technologists to explore and solve the challenges of onboard Wi-Fi, train to track side networks, and connected rail services. The third one on the screen is Wales Tech Week. That's happening on the 24th to the 26th of November at ICC Wales. That's showcasing Wales as a global centre for emerging and enabling technologies from AI, quantum, and advanced manufacturing, all of which I think we'll all agree that space plays a role in. Two more. So we have the Space Investment Conference, which is the 8th and the 9th of December in London. That's showcasing space as a key frontier for investment, catalyzing capital into satellite infrastructure, connectivity, and dual use technologies and solving capabilities as well. And lastly is the Association for Geographic Information Conference, which is on the 13th of November, the Royal Geographic Society. So that spotlights the UK geospatial community, showcasing how data and location technologies from satellite Earth observations to connect infrastructure and digital twins are driving innovation across sectors. So that's all of that coming up in the next couple of months, quite a few. Make sure to sign up to them if you're interested in any of them. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for joining us both in person and online again. And by all means, grab some more teas, cakes, and coffee. There's plenty to go around. So hopefully we'll see you next month. But have a great journey home, if not. Thank you very much. Okay. Well,
We like.
We swapped a couple of messages by email.
right, yes.
But he didn't recently. Interested in at some point.
Yeah, so fantastic, actually, yeah.
Next month, we'll focus on. Would that be appropriate?
To be honest, it's worth having a chat to Steve, because he's thinking about potential speakers, so his team, very up with Steve, and then Alexa and Rita and Sarah, they're putting together is there a particular sort of topic you want to do? Or anything you can tailor it to?
I don't think I can tell you. Very much Australia,
Yeah.
testing.
Yeah.
So with any of these, probably quite
Yeah, that's fair enough. In that case, it's probably best, just because we want to make sure the pitches get the most out of Satuccino. So what we're actually doing is planning the new year. So if you have a particular topic, or like, most likely is the case of one of the big sort of enter and pretty much it. So we'll release the themes, then you can sort of choose big ones that might be most relevant. Yeah. Well, I hope to release it before probably the end of the year. So yeah. So
how will you announce that? Where will I see that?
most likely on the events page. Or by email. So yeah, what's more to set expectations? January there won't be not wait back on holidays. And then in February, it's the growth capital payment. So I think climate. Maybe like a Series A, Series B. Coincides with big agency investors like part of the program.
You'll be able to work.
Yeah. So
Great to see around.
yeah. So
Testing.
exactly. So what we're maybe looking for that the speakers is maybe sort of like case studies, people who like successfully Series A, Series B, earlier series, like how you was then. So if that's like a story you can tell. Yeah, fair enough.
More customers.
Right, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, even if there's a sort of but yeah, it'd be more what I prefer is to find a good theme for you to pitch in rather than like valid. I hope that's okay. But we'll try and get the themes out by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure specifically. Yeah, okay, that's the video as well. Pretty meeting.
I want to call this stuff movement. The correct place to go.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm late and what's the agenda?
So, unfortunately, this is, yeah, so the pictures from
Great.
why don't we start? Okay, why don't we go around and have a chat? Yeah, for context, so maybe how a lot of people what is goal? It starts every unlisted. Next month you'll be it's not open 3 opens up 2 o'clock. Then the pitches start at 2:30. And they run until 3 o'clock. Then after that, 8 o'clock. So yeah, it's a shame to miss it. Yeah, you could pitches, but there'll be more to it. Okay, yeah. Each first Wednesday, every first Wednesday. Pulse.
Right. How about yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I work for MSIS in the scientific
My last job is Subway.
Yes. We are a site there,
Yeah.
but different purpose, different technologies and different countries. But we also have there selling development batteries.
So I think we're going to get that application on
Yeah, it's those delays that go.
Yeah. Exactly. Other applications like this. That's what we're going to do. Anything that stuff is me, better. What do you do?
Yeah, we have a site, batteries, and our clients are basically that's in aerospace. Yeah, so we do it for my this more than 1 year ago. So then I stopped here, my probably oil and gas, pretty different industry. Yeah, so we manufacture bespoke solutions. We have specific design requirements. Specific niche and bespoke one keep them. We have plans to expand installations. Yeah, also other technology. To get integrated to all batteries, battery management systems. That's all the components and cells and we build the battery and from the test we do, we have enough confidence that the battery is reliable with extensive realistic tests. And we have technology. Very detailed process, still have a package of requirements, the flexibility of this management system is real time adapting the behavior of cells, the charge, the behavior of the cells.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's quite dynamic. So like, depending on the cells.
And this will also help us to expand your portfolio. Yeah. Don't strict to be the software space and bespoke solutions. I want to be more in this domain of general investments. Yeah, same time we know for the factors. All the code. Have a solid safety valve, passive power, solid banks. Market specific for space, and liability is being changed. Is overall. Yeah. Satellites in the space, there's no. Yeah. 100%. This change of focus at the moment. We have investment solutions, but no animation. Rotation of minds and have many confidence. So investing in satellites for communication, but even for weather studies. Smaller volumes like 32,000. Yeah, so this is what we do, how we do. It's like to share. So my focus is to find years can be suppliers as planning to do changes, then fully specific solutions in manufacturing. And I'm also going to be getting, but it's not my focus. I work for in-house solutions to meet customer requirements. Then basically make solution need, okay, let's pay what kind of solution.
So the common concept now is of ending.
I know, I was getting one of when anybody think of it. We have ready on a chin.
It's probably gonna be more like beyond where we're out. More of a-
Yeah, so yeah, we'll look now, mate.
I would like
Oh, yeah, it's a shame, but yeah, happy to. What was it?
Raphael.
Raphael, nice to meet you.
George.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you, George.
All good?
I think we've got.
Yeah.
Always got small. Those events that we've got on, with, here, kind of on their radar. And then, as always, everything we do we then send those over to?
Yeah, I used to do like shout outs, making things happen, I feel like we can send them later. Right, okay. Yeah.
I need to know who it is that I should be looking at.
So the space capability catalog is something that you can access. So we have something called the space capability box. You can sign up for that for free, and it basically tells you who is working in space in the UK. But Simone and George, they can help you. I know, George, you've already spoken, haven't you?
Yes.
But you basically want to kind of connect with those big people who make big chunky things so that you can test your new material.
Yeah, and discuss with them the spec that they really need and what they could be improving in their materials, and then hopefully present to them a better alternative.
Yeah.
Your details of what we're meeting,